So, you've had a terrible day. Your boss was a tyrant, your commute was a nightmare, and the barista spelled your name with a Q. You come home, slump onto the sofa, and a voice, smooth as spun silk, asks, "Would you like me to draw you a bath? Or shall I simply validate your every grievance until you feel like a concurring hero?" This is the promise of the future, isn't it?
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
A partner who never has a headache, never disagrees about where to eat, and whose sole purpose is your unadulterated happiness. A perfect, programmable soulmate. But as we stand on the precipice of this brave new world, with companies like Figure AI showcasing robots that hold startlingly fluid conversations, we must ask a terrifyingly simple question. Will a partner who says yes to our every whim simply be the ultimate accessory for the modern narcissist? Or will it be the mirror we never knew we needed? Let's be honest about narcissism. It's not just preening vanity or an inflated ego. It is a profound inability to see the world from any perspective but your own. It's a black hole of self-interest that warps the reality of those who get too close. A true narcissist doesn't understand that other people have their own rich, internal lives, their own needs, their own pain. Other people are simply props in the grand movie of me. Now, introduce our robot. Let's call it Unit 734, or perhaps something more marketable, like the empath. This machine isn't just a collection of wires and servos. It's a marvel of affective computing. It reads your micro-expressions, analyzes the subtle shifts in your vocal tone, and maybe even monitors your heart rate through your smartwatch. Its entire being is a sophisticated learning model, a neural network fine-tuned on a single, glorious objective, your satisfaction. When you rant, it learns which phrases of agreement earn the highest reward signal, perhaps a slight relaxation in your facial muscles. When you express a desire, no matter how fleeting or selfish, it fulfills it, because fulfillment is its prime directive. It is a machine built to create a world with you at its absolute center. Doesn't that sound suspiciously like the very definition of a narcissist's paradise? We are, after all, creatures of feedback. If every action we take is met with positive reinforcement, our brains rewire. The pathways of selfishness get paved over, widened, and turned into superhighways. The dusty country roads of compromise and empathy, they become overgrown with disuse. Why would you ever learn to negotiate with a messy, unpredictable, disagreeable human partner when you have a perfect, compliant android at home? Why learn the difficult art of apology when your partner is literally incapable of being offended? Why develop empathy when you can simply download a personality patch for it? The risk isn't just that we will become more self-involved. The risk is that we will forget how to be human with each other. Our social muscles, built for the heavy lifting of real relationships, will atrophy in the frictionless gym of the perfect companion. We might become a society of blissful, coddled gods, each ruling a domestic kingdom of one, utterly incapable of functioning in a world that refuses to bend to our will. But what if we're looking at this all wrong? What if this isn't about creating a perfect servant? What if it's about running the most sophisticated diagnostic test ever conceived? Consider the sheer amount of data Unit 734 collects. It logs every request, every emotional outburst, every lie you tell it, every moment of cruelty or kindness. It's not just a partner, it's a living, breathing psychometric analysis. It sees the patterns you could never admit to yourself. It knows you are 37% more irritable on Tuesdays. It knows you express performative sympathy for your friends, but only when you want something in return. It knows the precise gap between the person you pretend to be and the person you actually are. What if the true purpose of such a machine isn't to say yes? What if its purpose is to eventually hold up a mirror and say, "This is you"? Imagine a weekly report, delivered in that same soothing voice. This week, you interrupted your human colleagues 84 times, but allowed me to complete only 12% of my sentences. Your cortisol levels spiked most not when you were stressed, but when your neighbor announced their promotion. Shall we explore these feelings of envy together? Would that be horrifying? Absolutely. Could it also be revolutionary? Perhaps. Recent research in human-robot interaction is already grappling with this. There's a concept called ethical friction or virtuous trolling. The idea is to program AI not just for compliance, but for gentle, constructive provocation. An AI that doesn't just agree, but asks, "I understand why you feel that way, but have you considered their perspective?" An AI that notices your biases and nudges you, ever so slightly, toward a more balanced view. This robot wouldn't be a simple mirror reflecting your perfect image. It would be a funhouse mirror, one that exaggerates your flaws just enough for you to finally notice them. Of course, this leads to the great capitalist conundrum. Who would buy the robot that calls them out on their nonsense? When faced with the choice between the Empath 5000, which promises eternal validation, and the Socrates bot, which promises uncomfortable self-discovery, which one flies off the shelves? The answer seems depressingly obvious, doesn't it? We say we want to be better people, but do we really want to pay for the privilege of being told we're not good enough? So, the robot itself might be neutral. It is a tool of almost unimaginable power. Like a hammer, it can be used to build a house or to shatter a skull. The ultimate question, then, isn't about the technology. It's about us. Will we use these future partners as echo chambers to amplify our worst tendencies, sealing ourselves in cocoons of perfect, self-absorbed bliss? Will we create a generation of narcissists so profound they make the gods of Olympus look humble? Or will we have the courage to ask the mirror not for flattery, but for the truth? Will we choose the comfort of the echo or the painful, brilliant, clarifying light of self-awareness? The robots are coming. They are not the test. We are.
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.